Okay, everyone, welcome to this session where we are going to build a demo app. So let's see what we're going to do today. We're going to do a demo app for the Bellingham Police Department. And to get started, what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up their website. I'm going to open up and see their Twitter. I'm going to open up and see their Facebook. And I'm also going to have Google Images ready to go if I can't find enough pictures for what I'm looking for. So the first thing that I'm starting to think of is what sort of imagery I'm going to be able to take from the website, take from the Facebook. So I'm going to go right to Photos, and I'm going to look at Albums. And let's see what they have for their cover photos. They've got one. Great. That's not going to help. Profile pictures, of course, they've got one. This is when you're happy to have Google Images because you've got more people or more images to choose from. This is a pretty badass picture here. Yep, I think we're going to be able to use that. Okay, some pot plants, marijuana. Okay. Again, I'm looking for pictures that I'm going to be able to use inside of the app. Wow, really not much there. Let's come back here, and again, they're making their Facebook page look different or look decent with smoke and mirrors because again, they really don't have much on here. So this is going to be interesting. Let's check their Twitter. Ooh. Okay, gosh, nothing there. And here's their website. So we really don't. Okay, here's police headquarters. So there's a picture. Oh, sometimes it's like this. Okay, so let's go to Google Images and let's put in Bellingham, Massachusetts police. Okay, and here we've got picture of headquarters. See, this is a screen capture right here of the website. So sometimes it can be really challenging getting this together. So literally, this right here is what I'm going to be using on the home page of the app. So I'm going to take this patch right here, and I'm going to save this image, and we'll call it bepolice. L-I-C. Okay. Now I'm going to come over here into Photoshop. And in Photoshop, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to find a background image for an app that we were working with before. And then we're just going to go ahead and copy right on top of that. That way we don't have to worry about sizing everything. So let's go and find our downloads. And literally I can take this particular app here, or this background image that we have that we did for a library. And what we're going to do is we're going to open up bepolice. Here it is. So we have our background image that we're going to start working with here that's sized for the app. And then what we're doing is we're taking this patch for the Bellingham Police. And look at that. So literally, we can set this up where this is the image. Down here is where we would have our buttons. And then if we had one-touch calling, one-touch directions, and one-touch share, if we have those buttons on here, then that's going to be across the bottom here as well. So we really want to take into consideration how we're going to lay out the app. If we make this a little bit smaller, then I'm pretty sure with this space that we have down below that we can get in our buttons as well as the bars that go across. In fact, I'd really like to make this just a little bit smaller. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we are going to get a white background. You'll go to Google Images and you will get white backgrounds, black backgrounds, just common colors that we're using all the time. So again, we started by simply using a background image from a previous app because that way they're all the same sizes. So look it up in your background panel and get a help desk article that tells you exactly what size the thing is supposed to be, and you're just using the same ones over and over again. So we've got our white background. We're going to put this on here. And the idea is once we get our white background here, then what we're going to do is we're going to arrange it. We click this, we're going to send it backwards, and there we have it. So we've got our patch, and I think we've got plenty of room down here to have our buttons as well as the 3 buttons that go across. If we have to make it a little smaller, we can make it a little smaller. So let's just go ahead and do that, just a little tiny bit. Okay, and that's pretty well centered, and there you have it. So because this particular, let's save this as, we're going to save it as a PNG image, and we're going to call this B Police Back. Okay, so we know we're going to be using this for our, as opposed to having sliding images or anything like that, it's just going to be one stagnant image. So let's go ahead and create an app. And when we go to create an app here, what is the name? It is Bellingham Police Department. The app code will be BE Police. The app icon name will make it BPD. Username is bepolice. Password is bepolice. Client name. Okay. Looking for a category to put it into. We'll go with legal field. Okay. And then let's save. Okay, so now we've created the app. Let's go ahead and log into the app. And the first time that we log in, they're going to ask us to pick an industry. So let's see what we can find for a police department. We're just going to look for what I think is closest. Here, we're going to legal field. And there we go. And what we want to do is we're going to start from scratch. There we go. Okay, so what I want is I want a demo background that has no bar at the top. So this one here is just fine. Single row design is what I'm looking for. There's no right or wrong. I'm going to skip all this. Okay, let's go ahead and import our image first and foremost. So we can go ahead and give our app an identity. And what we're going to do is we're going to go into appearance and then go in here into background images. From this point, what I'm going to do is we've got the phone and we've got tablet. Okay, so for the devices that we have back here, this is changing all the time. Right now there's two different ones. So by having this box checked, we're going to be using all of the images that we import into this section, into the phone section. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to click on Add Remove Images. We're going to click on the side here that's Your Images, and we're going to click the button to Upload Image. From that point, we're going to come back here into the downloads on our computer, and we called this bepolice back. And that's going to upload. So we're going to select that, then we're going to click the button to download, and this will be placed into the back of the app. So we close these, and you'll see that it's saving right here, and here is our image. So what we're going to do is we're going to select the image by putting our cursor over top and clicking the check mark. Then we're going to select up here background, and this is to assign a background image for the home screen. Once we have both of those selected, we click the Save button, and that's going to be put into place. Then what we're going to do is we're going to go over to, and let's take a look and see what our app looks like so far. And what we're going to do is we're going to come up here, we're going to select where it says Mobile App. We're going to click this button, and we're going to get a preview of what our app looks like so far. Okay, so we've got our badge here. Then we have our tabs that are down here at the bottom. And what I want to do is I want to add the 3 tabs that are going to go across the bottom here. So what we're going to do is go over to Settings. And actually, let's see here. We're going to go to Content. Once we get into Content, usually the first page here is Home. So we'll click the Call button, the Directions button, the Tell Friend button. Then we click Update Settings, and now those have been added to the home page of the app. So again, to see what it looks like, we're going to come right over here. We click this the circle button down here, and it's going to refresh the app. And now we can see that we have our 3 buttons here, and we have our tabs. Now with the white background, it's hard to actually see those. But we'll go ahead and change those colors here in just a minute. First, let's go ahead and put their information in here into this section. Okay, so the website, we're going to put that in. We've got the website right here. So we're simply going to copy and then we're going to paste the website information in. We're going to need an email address. Let's see if they... a lot of times what you'll do is there'll be a button that says contact, and you can look at that, or you can come right over here, click on About on Facebook, and we've got their phone number right here, so let's copy that. And really, for the email, at this point in time, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the sales rep, I'm going to put their email in here, because realistically, if they go ahead and sell this app, then what's going to happen is they're going to need to take the customer into the back office and show them around. And so when they come back here, the fact that they see their email, that's going to jump off the page, and then they'll remember, okay, let me go ahead and change that for the customer. So normally they'd have the address right here. They don't have the address. And here's the address on their Twitter. 10 Mechanic Street, so we're going to copy that. We're going to put that in. And then we're looking for the city, which is Bellingham. So once we start typing that in, it finishes it, and we just select it from the list. Coming down here, and then I'm either going to select kilometer or mile. So we're going to select mile. And then we're going to need to get two rectangular images that we can go ahead and stick here in that spot. So let's go back to the Facebook, and let's look again at the pictures that they have in here. And we've got this picture here of their police car. So I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to save this picture, save this image as, and we're going to call this bepolice pic. We're going to save that. We're going to open this up in Photoshop. Once we open this up into Photoshop, what I want to do is come in here and I want to crop this. And the idea here is I want to get myself a rectangular picture that I'm going to be able to use in that spot. Voila. I'm going to save this. I'm going to call this bepolice pic 1. I'm going to save this as a small file. Click OK. Then when I come back here, I click Browse, and I want to find this picture, which is right here, bepolice pic 1. I'm going to put it there. Okay, so I've got it in those places. I click Save Changes. Now I've got my address. I've got these images that are in that spot. Perfect. So now what I want to do is let's go back to Appearance. And what we want to do is these buttons here that have a white background. See, they've got a white background here. Those really just fade away. So what I want to do is I want to give that background some color. So I'm going to come in here to Global Style. I'm going to click on Features. And here is the button and the image. This is the color, which is white, as you can see, and the text is black. So what color am I going to make that I could make that green. The background. I could make the text white. Okay, actually it's feature text. Make that white and click the save button. And now let's see what we have here. We're going to refresh our preview tool. Okay, so we've got green, and I like the green. That's fine. We just need to make the text. We need to make the text white, and there we go. It didn't actually show up properly the first time. There we go. And let's make the feature text. It was black. And we click the save button. Now we're going to refresh it again. And there we have it. So now we've got a green background, white letters. It blends very well. And all I want to do now is I want to take my tabs that are down below. So we're going to go to home screen. Let's see. We're going to go to buttons. And I've got all these different buttons that I can choose. So I like this one here. Okay, so here's a preview of what it looks like. And if I want to give that some green as well, say a green hint or hue, and we've got some green to it right there. So here is a preview of what your screen is going to look like. Now, I got to hit the save button. Nothing takes place for real until you hit the save button. And now we can see what our preview is going to look like. So I'm pretty happy because realistically, this is an app where we started really with nothing. They had no pictures. They didn't have a logo that we could easily grab. So we were sort of stuck. And when that's the case, then I just go for a more simplistic app as opposed to something that's got, multiple images that are scrolling across and all that kind of stuff. And realistically, this is a demo. So once it comes to actually showing this to my customer, I'm saying, listen, let me show you this other app that actually has a bunch of images that are scrolling across. And if you'd like something like that also, no problem, we can do it. But what we would need are the pictures from you, and they would be able to provide you with the picture. So I'm really happy with how it looks there. Now what I want to do is just go and mess around with the functionality as far as what sort of tabs we have inside. So let's see what tabs came with the app. We've got a location tab, an events tab, messages. Realistically, I don't think, well, they might have events, so we'll leave that. A messages tab, they're not going to have any coupons. This one is called Course Cam, but this is an email photo tab, so we'll hold on to that. We're just going to rename it. We're going to get rid of the scorecard. We're going to get rid of the Around Us. Again, we don't need any coupons, so we're going to get rid of the Loyalty tab. Blog, we're going to take that out. Let's see, Golf Tips is an info tab, but we already have one of those up above. Let's take out the fan wall. take out the reservations tab, we'll take out the newsletter. And so we'll go ahead and hit the button there to remove all of those tabs. Great, so these are the tabs that we have. We're going to change this email photo tab. Right now it's called Course Cam. We're going to change the name of this to Email Photo. So if you see something in the neighborhood that doesn't look right, take a picture and send it to us. What we do down here is we look for the different icons that we're going to have associated with the particular tab. And so because this one pertains to photos, here we go. We'll select that one, click Save Changes. Okay, so we have the location, events, messages, email photo, about us, social media, email, YouTube. What's missing? We need a website tab. Select that from the list, website, and then let's find an icon that's going to pertain to their website. There's one, I like to use this one right there. I mean, to me, that symbolizes the World Wide Web. Okay, so let's see what else. We've got an email photo tab, an email form tab, website, YouTube, email form, social media, about us, email photo, messages, events, location. Let's see what other things we might be able to put in here. We could put a Call Us tab in here. We already have one-touch calling, but by putting in the Call Us, we can give them a number of different numbers. 911, non-emergency numbers, just different police numbers that we might want to provide. And so now there we go, I'm looking for a phone. Okay, let's see what else we might add into this app for the police department. Definitely let's put in an image gallery. Okay, now we already used the one for pictures, but there's another one in here which is going to show like a portrait. So let's find that. Right here. Of course, it's got to be the last one. Okay, so we've added a photo gallery. Let's see what else we could put in here. We could put a news tab in. That's pretty cool because we can do that, and we can opt to have the ticker, which is scrolling at the bottom. That will make their app look a little bit more high tech. And there's an image here, I believe, of a new. There we go. It's a newspaper, so we use that for news. Okay, let's see what else. So again, the idea is that this is a demo app, and I want to cram a bunch of stuff in here so that when I go in there, I can talk about possibilities. We can do this, we can do this, we can do this. We can put a voice recorder in here. So if you see something, you know, make a recording. Put all your notes in there. You witness a crime, go ahead and put all your information in there. That way, when you talk to the police, you've actually got notes. So there's a good logical reason to have that voice recorder in there. There's a microphone, so let's use that. Okay, let's keep checking, see what other tabs we could put in here. Okay. Well, I think we're probably pretty good. All right, great. So now let's go in and let's start filling in the information that we need to fill in. And we're going to be done with this demo app here in just a couple minutes. We're going to need to get some background images for these tabs, but first let's go ahead and just put the information that we need to put in. So for instance, for the website, when you are adding a website tab, again, what we're going to do is we are going to copy and paste the web address, which is right here. We're going to click this button that says Show Navigation Bar and then Update Settings. Anytime you do a website tab, you want to do that because what happens is people that have got iPhones do not necessarily have back buttons. So by clicking that, you automatically put a back button in their phone so that they'll have an opportunity to be able to go back. Okay, so that just added the website tab. Let's click on social media. Again, we've got their social media already opened up. Here's their Twitter. Copy and paste their Twitter account. Again, we're going to click the Show Navigation Bar. Add New Web View. We put our URL right here. And we can say, let's see, on Twitter, you follow. So we're going to say follow us. Or we could put Twitter. Then down here, we're going to click Browse, and we're going to get the logo for Twitter. And I've got the icons for all of the social media already on my computer because just about every app we're doing, we're adding the Twitter, we're adding the Facebook. So here is the Facebook. Let's go up here and get their timeline. And here is the URL. We're going to copy and paste that. And on Facebook, we say like us. We click Browse, and now let's get the Facebook logo. And the way you get those logos is you go to Google Images, and you do a search. And then you save it to your computer, and then it's there every time you need it. So I'm going to put Facebook first, Twitter second. Then you just grab these crosses, and that's how you can rearrange the order. Okay, so those are done. Location, we've already put the address in, so that's grandfathered in. Okay, events, we'll come back to that. Messages, there's nothing to do there. Email, photo, we'll just type in what we want the thing to say. Let's see. See something suspicious? Send us the pic. Or you could say, send us a pic to put in our gallery. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to put the people's message, or I'm going to put the sales reps email address here. And then this is going to be pics from app. That'll be the subject line when someone submits a picture. So that's taken care of. Okay, so for call us, we're going to come in here and we're going to add phone numbers. So we're going to look on about. We're on their Facebook again. And we've got a phone number. So we're going to put in copy. and this is the main office. Add a second phone number. Emergency is 911. And then I would bet you that they also have a non-emergency number. See, here's a number right here, anonymous tips. Now I'm going to prove to you that I cannot spell anonymous. O-M-Y-O-U-S. Okay, it's wrong, but you know what I'm saying. Anonymous tips. Oh gosh, you're going to mess me. You know what I'm going to do? Watch. Ha! All right? Okay. See what other phone numbers they list here. We don't need to list the facts. Business phone, and there you have it. So those are the phone numbers. Great. Okay, let's go to gallery. Now we need to get some pictures so that we can add the pictures into the gallery as quick as possible. If they have Flickr, Picasa, or Instagram, then later on they'll be able to import galleries. In the meantime, we click the button to add a new gallery. We're going to call the gallery gallery. We can have the images in a grid format, or we can have them where they scroll across one at a time. And now let's go get some images. So we come back to Facebook. We go to Photos. Here's an image. Save image as 771. Save image 772. Just making up a name. Save image 773. Save image 774. Save image 775. Seven, 776. Seven, 7, 7. Seven, 7, 8. And we'll get this last one. 779. You know, realistically, these people are proud of their business. They're proud of this stuff. So by putting these pictures in here and being able to show them pictures of themselves right when you're in the middle of the presentation, that's clutch. So all of my images are right here. I'm going to select them, and I'm going to hope that they are not too big to be able to add into my gallery. Voila! I just added all those pictures in one fell swoop to the gallery. If I wanted to have descriptions for the pictures, I could click yes, and I could type in our finest police car. Click save, and now I have that message that's associated. Click save changes, and my photo gallery is done. Okay, I've got my news tab. For my news tab, I want to have that widget feed. Let me show you how that works. For Google News, we're just going to say Bellingham, Massachusetts. We don't need necessarily police information. For Twitter, we'll say Bellingham. Let me see here. Let's get their Twitter handle. At Bellingham Town. Okay, and we click Save Changes. And now what we've done is we've added the ticker that'll scroll at the bottom of the app. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Again, let's go ahead and refresh this. Come on, ticker. Well, there should be a ticker that's scrolling right here at the bottom of the app. And it's not showing there for whatever reason. But we will come back to that. The voice recorder, there's really nothing to do there, although I could say, if you are a witness, record your thoughts while they are fresh in your mind. You can send this recording directly to the BPD. Again, I'm going to put the sales rep's email address so that they'll change it. And this will be recordings from the mobile app. Okay, we are sailing right along here. Locations done. Nothing. We've got to do events still. Messages done. Email, photo done. About us, we need to do something there. Social media done. Okay, let's do email. And for email, what we need to do is create a new custom form. And when this opens up, automatically it's an untitled form, so we're going to change that. And we're going to say, we're going to call this comment card. So you want to say something to the police, click on add a field. And what fields are we going to have? We're going to put in the date. We want to get your name. We want your email, your phone number. Then we may ask some questions, and so we're going to have check boxes, multiple choice, space for paragraph text. In essence, we go ahead and add all those spots. We click on Save Form. And once we put the people's email address right here, again, I'll put the sales rep's email address. Oops. It's actually going there. Okay, so that's who when the people fill out the card, these are the things that they'll fill out. Send to, this is where it's going to get sent to, the email. I don't need to necessarily fill all this stuff in because it's just a demo. But once I have that done, then again, here is the comment card that I just created. If I wanted to go back in and edit it, I would click this. Otherwise, I click this right here. This allows me to change the colors. So let's see. Let's make the background color of the app police are blue. Okay. Okay, so you can fool around with that, make it whatever colors you want. Save the theme settings. And there we go. We've got just, a little extra customization there. So that's done. For YouTube, what I need to do is I need to get a channel here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here to Google. And let's see here. I'm going to go to Google, and let's say I want to have a channel that shows something positive and funny, like funny pet videos. Funny pet videos channel. Oops, I should have put on YouTube. But of course it knew what I was talking about.
Before FreshBooks, life was chaotic.
Confusing.
Okay, so I want to make sure that I go to the actual channel page and then get the channel URL, copy that, stick this in here. Now, obviously, if the people have their own, YouTube channel, then we can certainly go ahead and put their YouTube channel. But if they don't have their own YouTube channel, no problem. Then we would simply go ahead and put in something that relates to their business. So in this instance, I think that the police department would want to have something that was not so serious in there to make people laugh, in addition to everything else. Okay, at this point, literally, I've got everything addressed except for events and about us. So let's go to events, and I want to at least put one dummy event in here. So I'm going to click on Add Single Event. I'm going to need a header. We're going to use that same picture that we used before of the police car right here, where we made that the rectangular one. We'll use that. Then for the date, we want to pick something that's in the future, and then just pick a bogus time. Time zone, not super important. I'm going to do it anyway. What's the event called? It's going to be called the BPD Community BBQ. So I'm going to write something that's just basic. Come on out as we have a BBQ for the community. Starts at noon. Look forward to seeing you there. So not super important what you put in here. I'm going to make it a little bigger. Font, let's see right here. This is one of the greatest advancements here. You can just click this button and it's going to grab the addresses that you already have in. So we just imported the address, so it's going to bring the map in. Click Save Changes, and we're done. Do I want to crop my image? No, I already know it's a nice rectangle for my deal there, and there we've got that image. And the last thing I need to do is put some information in About Us. So in About Us, I'm going to click Add New Item. I'm going to come over here to their Facebook, and they've got a spot here on their Facebook under About. With no information. So we're going to go to their website, and we are going to see what they have. Oh, look at this. So we've got some of their contact information here. See about Bellingham. There you go. So what I like to do when I'm copying and pasting out of a website is I like to copy the information, then go into Microsoft Word and paste my information into a Microsoft Word document, into just a blank document. Then once I've pasted it in here, I'll grab it again, and then we'll stick it inside of the app. So this is our information tab, Control V, and there you have it. So here's our information. Again, it's a little small. I'm going to select it all, make it bigger. Okay. And this is going to be called About Bellingham. Okay. We're going to use that same image that we made before for the top, the one that was the rectangle. And we're just using this over and over and over again in this space. And obviously, if we're going to do business with them, they can give us the images. So it's going to ask you if you want to crop the images. I already know these images are the right shape, so I'm not worried about cropping them. I just let it do it automatically. Otherwise, what I would do is I would crop it. So I just want to go ahead and at least have two tabs in here of information. And look at this, they've got a thing right here, subscribe to news. So we could put that news tab inside of here as well. Let's just see here. Oh, of course that gives us the library. You know, realistically, this sort of information, like the directory, you know, this is, oh, there's a nice picture. Ooh, a couple of nice pictures. So, you know, like this information that's here for the directory, this is information you might want to put in there at some point in time as well. Realistically, I'm just going to put the same information in here a second time because it's just a demo, and I'm just trying to show them what the whole thing is going to look like. So by having anything in there, you're going to be fine. All right, we are just about done. It's going to ask us if we want to crop again. No, no. Okay, we did location, events, messages, email, photo, about us, social media, email, YouTube, website, call us, gallery, news, voice recorder. We have done absolutely everything. And really all that there is left to do, if anything at all, is just a couple of little things. So let's go back to our dashboard. I want to get what the code is for this. Okay, so it's bepolice is the code. Okay, I just want to take a look and see what this looks like. And I'd do this on my phone right now, but you wouldn't be able to see it. And the one that was in the back office wasn't really responding as well as I would like it to right this second, but I know that's because we have the meeting where I'm recording this, and so multiple things are going on there. Perfect. So right down here, I have my ticker with the information from the news tab. This is what my app looks like right now. Okay, great. There's a couple other things that I want to fix, and then we will be done. So let's go into appearance, and we're going to go into the settings side of appearance. and we're going to go into layout, and I want the more tab, and we're going to click save. The more tab is going to mean that the tabs that are not on the front page, we'll actually get those in a list that looks just like this right here. So I want to manipulate these colors in the list. These are the colors that you see here. And let's see. Black, green. Although, I mean, this is actually pretty nice for a police department. You know, it doesn't really matter. There's no right or wrong, because at the end of the day, you're going to show this to the police department people, and they're going to decide what they would like to have. So what I'm doing now is I'm changing the color of the row as well as the color of the text, and I can do that right here. I don't have any problem with how that looks. I think that looks good. Let's click the save button, and now let's look over here. Clicking the button here again so that this will refresh my preview. Here is my app. Here is my More tab. Click on that, and there is my More tab. Alrighty. I can deal with that. Now what I would like to do, really the last thing there is to do, is background images. Because right now there are no background images. So all of your tabs are listed down here. And what I want to do is have something for a background images, or something for a background image for all of those tabs. So what I am going to do is I am thinking about going to Google Images and putting in police wallpaper. And actually, hold on. Here's the website. Okay, so this is the background they have for the website. So I can certainly cut this and use this. Let me just see what came up with for police. All right, this stuff is a little bit more aggressive than what I was looking for. So let's go here. And what we're going to do is we're going to use the sniping tool. If you don't know how to get this tool on your computer, go to Google and look up the sniping tool. This is a lifesaver. So what we do is we click on New, and then it's going to allow us to come over here and basically cut this out. So I've got that piece right there. I can save this. We'll call it like we have everything else, bepolice. Back. We already have bepolice back, and so we'll do bepolice back 1. Then we're going to come back in here to Photoshop. Here is, let's see. Nope, this is it. Okay, so this is our background. And we're going to come up here to Open, bepolice, back 1. Okay, so here it is. So we're going to drag this right on top of here, and then we're going to stretch this out so that it covers. There we go. Now that we have this, we can save this again as a PNG file. Bepolice back, and we're going to call this 2. So we've saved that. We're going to go back to our back office, add remove images, click on your images, upload images, and it's right here. Voila. So we click on that, we click the download button, it saves, so we can close these, and now it's saving, and here it comes, and there it is. So now what we're going to do is we're going to click on the check mark for there. We're going to come down here, and these are all of our tabs. And for all of the tabs, we're going to give them this particular background image. So once we have all of those checked, and we also have the background image checked, and we click Save, now that's going to save as the background image for all of the tabs. Okay? See, now they all say that they're assigned. So when we come back over here to our demo, and we're pretty much done at this point, folks. Let's just take a look at what we've got. Okay, so this is our home page, which does not move. One-touch calling, one-touch directions, one-touch share. We've got our location tab. We click on that. Okay, here's that image that we uploaded, the rectangle of the police car. We can add in the hours if we'd like to. We've got a map of their location, one-touch calling, one-touch directions. We've got the email in there and the website. That's all in the location tab. That's awesome. That's beautiful. Think that BA has actually been upgrading the platform again. Oh, this thing is stuck. We're going to have to go here again. Okay, BE police. Perfect. So here is our demo. We've got our ticker down on the bottom. One-touch calling, one-touch directions, one-touch share. Again, here's the location tab we were just looking at. Here's the events calendar. Notice here's our background image, which is right off of their website. Here is the Messages tab. Here is the More tab. Now we have the colors of everything here, and they're being affected by our background image. So to me, it looks like we could go with a tab that's actually a darker color so it shows up better. Email photo tab. Voila, perfect. The About Us tab. About Bellingham. Again, there's the picture up top. Perfect. About Police Department, same thing. Social media. Facebook. Twitter. Let's see. Here's the email tab. Voila. Make it whatever colors you want. Here's the YouTube tab. The funny pet videos. Here's the website. Here's one-touch calling, main office, 911, the anonymous tip line. Here's the photo gallery. Again, notice the background image. Here's the news tab. So you've got the Google News feed here. That's what this is. Then you've got the Twitter feed if you click on Twitter. And then here's the voice recorder. And that's our demo. And the only thing I would change at this point, I would come up into settings. And I would mess around with the colors of the tabs. So we're going to icon color, which is here. Let's try that green. See what that looks like. Not bad on the front. And guess what? I can see it. Perfect. Folks, we're done with our demo app. Literally, from start to finish, we just got that done. And I don't think that took us an hour. And we've got a beautiful demo app that we can use to show to a prospective business. So there you go. We just made a demo. So enjoy. Go back and watch it again, and good luck. Go sell something.